an overview as to where the state of play is with those corruption investigations by foreign authorities and what's likely to happen next?
Right now, we know that there were assets acquired across at least 5 countries. So we were looking at the United States, we're looking at France, we're looking at Spain, we're looking at Brazil and South Africa. And at least one case in those 5 countries is still active. The case that was brought by the French government over a $120 million mansion that Mr. Obiang bought in Paris. So the French government officially indicted Mr. Obiang over the purchase of the $120 million mansion that is in Paris, and the 11 sports cars that were seized from his properties in Paris, and millions of dollars worth of assets also in Paris. So that case is still open, and the U.S. case, meanwhile, they have come into a settlement where Mr. Obiang was asked to pay $16 million, which is supposed to go towards a charity that benefits the citizens of Equatorial Guinea. And we also had documented the purchase of the $38 million private jet, but that asset was removed from the United States, and so they were not able to pursue it.
The question is, if this is such a bad government, how is it that the president, Nguema Obiang's father, comes to be photographed at the White House repeatedly with President Obama, with the First Lady?
Well, this is the paradox of international politics, where you have the relationship of a government to its citizens is different from the relationship of a government to other governments and its position in the international community. So you find that Mr. Obiang, being vice president, now enjoys diplomatic immunity and can claim diplomatic immunity as a head of state. So the relationship of the Equatorial Guinea to the United States, I think, is more predicated on its position as the third largest producer of oil in sub-Saharan Africa. And there's really strong lobbying in DC by oil companies and their representatives to sort of whitewash this government's image and put it in good books with Washington and other global capitals.